If you read from verse 13, 14, 15, the Lord said, Ezekiel, by this time tomorrow, I take away the desire of your eye, one that is precious to you, precious to behold. He said, go to 26, sorry, not 24, Ezekiel 26. He said, I take away the desire of the eyes, that which is precious to behold, and I take her away with a stroke. Ezekiel said from verse 15, 16, he said, God spoke to me, not once, from verse 13, 14. He said, God spoke to me. Watch this. God told Ezekiel, I'm taking away somebody from your life, one that is pleasant to behold with the eyes. As soon as God said that, something happened. God said, when that happened, all the mourning I will cause you to cease. Don't cry. I will take your wife with a stroke. Don't cry. Don't weep. When people are crying, put on powder in the wife's burial. Ezekiel was so lucky that he was not African. You prophesied in the morning, in the evening, your wife died. Are you playing games with us? What kind of prophecy is that? The next day in the burial, God told me not to cry. No, let's read it. 1 to go. Son of man, behold, I take away from thee the desire of thy eyes with a stroke. Yet neither shalt thou mourn nor weep, neither shall thy tears run down. Verse 17. Forbear to cry, make no mourning for the dead. Bind the tire of thy head upon thee, put on thy shoes on thy feet, cover not the lips, and eat not the bread of men. 18. So I spake to the people in the morning, and at even, and I did in the morning as I was commanded. That is how God trains men. When God begins to train you, the first thing God goes after is your emotions. He will subject it. You don't react as mortal men. You don't react as beings react. That is what will make men lose so much money and they are still normal. Not because they are not counting their loss, but their emotions have been swallowed up by intimacy. Things are happening, not that they don't feel or see it, but they are swallowed up by intimacy. He says, Ezekiel, don't cry. I want to deal with your emotion. Many of you are too emotional. You are too emotional. In this walking with God, we must learn to be spiritually alert and sensitive. Delay. Are you aware? I said to you this morning that God, the problem we have is that God does not live in time zone. God lives in eternity. So God can declare a word over you, and 1,000 years to him is like a day. And the enemy can cause a delay. Are you aware? I was thinking that when that prophetic word came upon God's people, let my people go, it was pending for many years. If you read Genesis 15:13, God said that the children of Israel would be in bondage for 400 years. Exodus 12 verse 40, they were there for 430. God said 400, but who added 30? Ladies and gentlemen, are you aware 30 years is strong enough for a girl to become a woman? Are you aware 30 years is strong enough for you to pass through institutions? 30 years. Who added 30 years? That prophecy took 430 years to come to pass. That was the prophecy that came from the mouth of God. In Joshua chapter 6 verse 26, Joshua gave a prophecy that whosoever builds Jericho shall lay the foundation with his first son and shall finish it up with the last son. Joshua 6:26. And in 1 Kings 16:34, a man called here 70 years later came, and that prophecy manifested. How many years? 70 years. How many years? Talk to me. How many? The first prophecy was 430. How many? Second, in 2 Kings chapter 4, you read verse 16, I think. Elijah prophesied to a woman and said, by this time next year, according to the time of life, he said, thou shalt embrace a son. 1 year later, that prophecy came to pass. How many years? The first prophecy, how long? How many? for 30. Second, third. In 2 Kings chapter 7 verse 1, the Bible says Elisha said, by this time tomorrow, 24 hours later, that prophecy came to pass. The first, how long? Talk to me. How long? Second, third. The Bible tells me fourth, 24 hours. The Bible tells me in Matthew 26 from verse 34 that Jesus said that before the cock crowed, you would deny me thrice. 6 hours later, that prophecy came to pass. How long? How long? The first, how many years? How many? Second, 70. Third, 1. Fourth, 5th. In Isaiah chapter 38, Isaiah enters into the chamber of Hezekiah. He said, put your house in order, for you shall surely die. As he turned to go, 5 minutes later, God reversed it. Listen, I don't know if you are waiting for 430 years. I don't know if you are waiting for 70 years. I don't know if you are waiting for 1 year. I don't know if you are waiting for 24 hours. I don't know if you are waiting for 6 hours. But for somebody here, in the next 5 minutes, in the next 5 minutes, what was working against you will start working for you. What was working against you will start working for you. God is changing your story. God is visiting your life. God is changing the trajectory of your life. It's a new beginning. For the very stone the builders rejected shall become the head of the corner. You don't serve a dead God. You serve a mighty God. He's the same yesterday. He's the same today. He's the same forever. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God lifts you up, no man can bring you down. God is on your side. Power is on your side. Glory is on your side. Favor is on your side. Somebody shout, I receive.